Everyone. This is David Clark, and I'm flying solo today out at Creekview High School, where the Highland Park Scots will face the Creekview Mustangs in a Tuesday night clash here. And this should be a great game. The Scots, we'll see if the Scots can rebound off of a very disappointing loss to West Mesquite. And of course, Creekview Mustangs, they're in a do or die situation themselves. If they drop this game to the Scots, then their playoff hopes will virtually disappear. So this should be a great game, and we've got a great crew on hand to bring it to you. And hopefully we'll have a great time doing this. And the Scots are getting ready to have the national anthem, and then we'll go to the court for the national anthem and the introduction of the starting lineups.
And your Creekview Mustang. At this time, please rise for our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light, when so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and rock and the bursting in gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the
And now the starting lineup for visiting Scots. 6'7" senior post number 2, Chase Fletcher. 5'10" senior guard number 3, Matt Verschilla. 6'3" junior guard number 10, Matthew Price. 6'4" senior guard number 20, Will Miller. 6'6" junior post number 52, Clayton Martha. The Scots are coached by David Heeler and assisted by Travis Snowden. And now it's time to introduce your Creekview Mustang starting five. Senior 6'3" forward number 11, Alex Rincon. Junior 6'3" forward number 24, Ranjeet Mason. Sophomore 5'11" guard number 30, Desmond Funches. Senior 5'8" guard number 32, Ian Spate. Sophomore 6'7" post number 42, Larry Hughes. Mustangs are coached by Sean Pittman and assisted by Ron Elliott and Matt Mitchell.
We are just about set to go, and the starting lineups have been introduced for the Creekview Mustangs. Number 11, Rincon. Number 24, Mason. Number 30, Funches. Number 32, Spate. And number 42, Hughes will start for the Mustangs. For the Scots, the usual starting lineup of Chase Fletcher, number 2. Matt Verschella, number 3. Matthew Kreitz, number 10. Will Miller, number 20. And Clayton Murtha, number 52. I think it's very, very important the Scots get off to a good start, particularly shooting the ball tonight. They had a very, very cold shooting night against the Wranglers on Friday night, and that really built up such a deficit that the Scots didn't have time to recover. A lot of that was due to just really no one stepping up and hitting a big shot, big three. And the Scots made a run there at the end against the Wranglers, but in the end it was the Wranglers prevailed. And this put even more pressure on this game for the Scots to take care of business. Looks like Chase Fletcher and Mason will jump center to get this one underway. Looks like the Scots will control. Creekview Mustangs open up in a man-to-man. Kreitz coming hard off that ball screen. Got Will Miller a nice look, and he knocks down a three. Boy, that's a good sign to start the game right there. Will Miller hitting a three off a kind of a loose ball situation. Scott's doubling that ball screen very hard, able to get out of it. Then Spate with the ball. Spate's one of those kids that can really go off if you let him have a little space. We kept him under control that when we played him at Highlander Fieldhouse. Scott's two open up in man. Able to get the ball inside. Number 42, sophomore Larry Hughes knocks down the bucket, and we have a 3-2 game, a minute in. Frischella gets to the paint, loses control. It's like Rincon finds the handle, and the Mustangs have the ball. Mustangs will play a very deliberate game. They will call a lot of set plays and come off a lot of screens hard. There's Spate with his first outside look, and he gets a nice roll, and he's off to a good start, and that's something you got to be wary of if you're the Scots. Miller getting to the paint. Scots are having no trouble getting their guards to the paint off the ball screen, which is a good sign for the Scots. Again, Frischella gets there. Kreitz with a long two, and he knocks it down. Scots are off to a good start shooting the ball. Matthew Kreitz and Will Miller hitting two from each side, and the Scots are off to a 5. We're in a 5-5 game now. Each team has a bucket and a three. Again, another set play. Looks like, again, the Scots are playing man-to-man, trying to protect the paint. Shot no good. And this rebound by Clayton Murtha, something he's been doing just a great job of. Miller getting all the way to the hoop and scoring the layup. Nice drive by Will Miller. Scots up 7-5. Will Miller with 5 early points. He's been a first quarter show this season. He's really done well in first quarters. Scott's doing a good job of protecting the paint, forcing a wild pass. The Mustangs have to reload here. Funches running the attack, trying to get the ball to the big sophomore and hit. The ball gets free, and Will Miller's off and running again. He lays it in. Will Miller with an early 7 points. The Scots are up 9-5. Mustangs really need a hoop. They need to stay within shouting range of this game early. The Scots jumped on them early and won by 30 going away in the meeting earlier this year. Nice take to the basket by Funches. Nice take. Driving baseline, able to find up. Kreitz dribbles it off his foot, and the Scots turn it over. Trey Garrison will come in for Matthew Kreitz. Trey, you have been following us all along. Trey Garrison has a great outside shot, and he's kind of instant offense for the Scots. We'll see if he can get off to a good start too. Scots up 9-7, about halfway through the first quarter. A little delay in the game. Sure if they're checking a foul called or exactly what. The referees are conferring. Not sure. It's something maybe to do with the scorebook. Usually there's something messed up in the scorebook when they have a delay like this on a foul, or we'll see if there's somebody's could get a technical for not having a name in the scorebook or a number correct. Let's see. Both coaches are at the scorer's desk now. I think we're ready to go now. All right, Scots have on the court Will Miller, Trey Garrison, Chase Fletcher, Clayton Murtha, and Matthew Frischella. Rincon to Mason, to Funches, inside to the big sophomore Hughes. Rincon drives. Looks like it may be, let's see, no, we're going to get a block. Thought we had another Chase Fletcher special as he's drawing a charge in the paint. But unfortunately, he's going to get called for the foul himself. That's Chase's first foul on the Scots. Rincon knocks down the first one. Got one more. Again, this is a big game for the Scots. The Scots handled Creekview at Highlander Fieldhouse, and this is coming off a loss like they had. It's kind of same scenario as last time when they took care of business and really played well. Had one of their best shooting nights and got a lot of people involved in the action. All right, Matt Frischella running a set play from the Scots. Let's see. Chase Fletcher on the block, driving inside, missed. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, missed again. And again, he gets fouled. That's just determination by Chase Fletcher, staying on the offensive glass. Not sure. I think it may have been Hughes. Yes, I think 42 Hughes with the foul. Chase with 2 shots. Misses the first one. Been shooting the ball well lately from the free throw lines, as have all of the Scots, but Chase can't make that one. Makes 1 out of 2, and the Scots have a 10-9 lead. Just playing in the first quarter with 3:40 to go. Spate with the ball again. He's Matt Frischella, one of the Scots' best defenders, is on Spate. They're about the same size. Matt's not giving away a lot of inches on that. See if we can hit the nice offensive rebound by Mason. He can't finish, but Hughes does. Big body inside, just stayed after the offensive glass. Mustangs have 11-10 lead now. It's like a little zone look inside. Chase couldn't finish. The ball knocked out of bounds. Be Scott's ball on the baseline. Showing a little 1-2-2 look, it looked like, with big old Larry Hughes on top. Now they're in a 2-3. Chase falls. Trey Garrison recovers. Trey gets to the free throw line. Nice. Can't get the roll. Will Miller on the putback. Staying after it. Finally draws the foul. Will Miller will go to the line for 2 shots. Nice offensive glass by Will, who really stayed after that. And again, the Scots are hitting the glass hard and trying to get some putbacks. Again, Will's been somewhat of a first quarter hero, as he's been very hot in first quarters of games and has a tendency to cool off a little bit. So we'll see what happens, see if he can keep it going for an entire game. He adds 2 more. He's got 9 of the Scots' 12 points right now. The Scots are back out in front in this seesaw battle, 12-11, with the Mustangs bringing it up. Clayton Murtha couldn't quite come up with the rebound, and out of bounds, and it'll go to the Mustangs. Spate from way out knocks it down. That's what you got to be watching for. That kid can really shoot the ball. If he gets hot and gets it going, he can go in spurts. That's his second 3 of the quarter. Mustangs take a 14-12 lead. Will Miller in the middle again, left to score. Nice shot. Nice find by Matt Frischella, too. Will Miller putting on his own show. The 11 of the Scots, 14 now. Will had a tough shooting night last Friday night against the against the Wranglers, and he's really turned it on tonight, getting off to a great start. Spade again. You got to guard him way above the line. He can shoot it. See if the Scots give a little help and trap. Murtha looked like he was going to do it, but he backs off. Again, Purcell's a great defender. He just got great range. Rincon with a nice running one-hander. And he puts the Mustangs back out in front, 16-14. Inside, Murtha couldn't quite handle it, and the Mustangs come away with a loose ball. Again, Rincon running the attack. Sorry, Funch is running the attack. Turnover. Scots in transition. Miller to Fletcher. Layup, good. Scots tie it at 16. Nice finish again. Funches gets inside the paint with a lot of people there. Timeout Scots. I think Coach Peeler liked a guy beating man off the dribble, getting into the paint like that. So he's going to discuss it on the sidelines. Again, we talked about the Scots having it's hard to call any game, and it's almost like you call every game a must win, but the Scots really do need to bounce back from a very, very disappointing performance against the Wranglers. And they had great success coming off a defeat to the Wranglers last time around. They bounced back nicely with a Saturday matinee performance against Creekview Mustangs, and Scots won easily in that one. And after a quick timeout, the Scots are ready to go. And again, Coach Peeler was concerned. He coaches a lot on protecting the paint, and can't let a guy drive in there and get one that easy. Okay, Ben Livingston is checked in the game. So now you have Livingston and Jake Staganga's in the game too. Mitchell Kaufman's in the game. Murtha and Will Miller. Jake will be running the point, getting a ball screen from Mitch. Jake, of course, hit a couple of big shots at Poteet. The biggest coming at the very end. Mitchell Kaufman couldn't quite convert from the right side, and Scots have missed an opportunity there. Looks like the Mustangs are holding for the last one, down to 10 seconds in the quarter. DeAndre Abrams with a big three to end the quarter, giving the Mustangs a 21-16 lead after one. The Scots, all this is happening, and this is exactly what the Scots did not want to see happening. They did not want the Creekview Mustangs to get off to a fast start, and this was one of those things where it just you got to play some defense and you got to stop them, and Scots got off to a little bit of a slow start. First quarter, though, was all about Will Miller for the Scots. He had a big three. He has 11 of their 16 points, and he's off to a great start. Chase Fletcher had 3. Matthew Kreitz had a bucket, as did Staganga. So we got Scots have a long way to go to get back and take control of this game. They, again, got off to a great start and let it kind of slip away. So Spade had 2 big threes along with Abram, who had a big 3. And the Scots really got to play perimeter defense against these guys. They will shoot the 3, and a lot of times they try to get Spade loose and set plays for long 3s. So you got to really defend beyond the arc as much as you can. Scott's going with the same group that was on at the end of the quarter, with Staganga and Livingston and Miller, Murtha and Kaufman. Trapping a little bit out of a zone. Murtha got his hand on it. Again, for the Mustangs, you got Abram and Fuentes and Mason. Jamal Jones in the game, number 21, and sophomore Larry Hughes. He and Spade getting a little rest over there on the side. Scott's in a 2-3 zone. Scott's with a turnover. Scott's down 5 with 7:13 to go. Every possession is huge in a game like this. Need to get momentum. Back cut for Will Miller. Couldn't quite come up with it. Ball hit off his knee. A little bit low, and the turnover for the Scots. They're back playing defense. Now they're in a 1-3-1. Again, changing defenses a lot. Looks like Coach Sean Tippett wants to call timeout and talk about it. Scots just have showed 3 different defenses in the first quarter already and into the second, and 2 different ones here to start the second quarter. Both a little bit of a trapping zone out of their 2-3 zone, and of course the trap out of the 1-3-1. So Mustangs have to be prepared for either one of those when they come back on the court. All right, I think we're ready to go. And again, same line, no substitutions for either team. And the Mustangs were inbound. They lead 21-16. Haven't scored in this second quarter yet. Illegal screen on Hughes. Away from the ball. I think Chase has smiled a little bit. I think he thinks he got away with one there. Hughes is 6'7" sophomore. He's the big body on the team. He's about all they have to combat the Murtha and the big Chase Fletcher of the Scots. So Scots can't take advantage of that, but if he gets in foul trouble, it should be a real advantage for the Scots. Miller to Stiganga. Here's Kaufman. Missed it. Chase Fletcher with the offensive putback. Nice move on the baseline by Mitchell, and Chase is there to clean it up. Scots show a little man. Again, they're protecting the paint a little bit. Wow. A lot of contact there. Let's see what they do. I think they're going to call. I'm not sure who they got. It was either Fletcher or Livingston. Looks like Livingston is going to get the call. Little hand check, 2-shot foul. Looks like Rincon back at the line for 2 more. Matt Frischella back in the game, replacing Jake Stiganga. Rincon knocks down the other one. He's 4 for 4 at the line to start the game. Mustangs lead by 5. Inside of 6 minutes now. Another set play for the Scots. Will Miller for 3. Bounce. Chase with another offensive rebound. Finds Will Miller in the paint. Couldn't quite finish, but he'll get fouled and go to the line. Nice offensive rebound by Chase. Saw he didn't have a putback and able to find Will Miller break into the lane for 2 shots. Strategy may be to keep Will in the game. That way he doesn't have a chance to cool off. He can just stay hot from the first quarter on. Will's a great free throw shooter. Knocks him down. Ryan Brady checks in the game for Ben Livingston. Sophomore guard, number 14. Miller misses the second one, but Chase comes up with an offensive rebound. Can't have the putback. Mitchell Kaufman bats the ball out of bounds. So Mustangs will inbound with a 4-point lead. And they're controlling this game. They're liking the pace. And Spade, of course, has been on the bench. He's their leading scorer for the season, and he's been on the bench since the quarter started. So that bodes well for them down the stretch. Shot missed by Cottrell and rebound by Mitchell Kaufman. He's fouled. We'll go to the other. See, Scots will just inbound, just a routine foul. So Mitchell will inbound for the Scots. Okay. Scots again call set play off the dead ball. Back cut by Chase Fletcher. Couldn't quite find the handle. Stepped out of bounds. Turnover. Mustangs will inbound. Nice back cut, but he just didn't have enough space to maneuver. Looks like another issue at the desk. I'm not sure what's going on still. Okay. Okay. I think they had weren't sure who the last foul was on, so got it squared away and we're back playing. Spate back in the game for the Mustangs. Running a little motion offense on the top. Scott's staying in man, playing a little good on the ball defense. Nice little switch. Have a foul, and number 5, Zia, will go to the line for 2. Ali Zia, 6'1" senior guard for the Mustangs. 2 shots, has a chance to give the Mustangs 6-point lead. Knocks down the first one. Cottrell into the game, replacing Mason, giving Mason a little bit of a breather. And Zia gets the roll. 2 for 2 at the line, and now a big steal by the Mustangs. Loose ball, got the turnovers in transition. Comes up a little short. Scotts can't come up with a rebound. Now the Mustangs have a chance to set up a play. Kind of a crazy thing, a little steal off of off the miss, and the Scots trying to run something. It didn't quite, kind of backfired on them. Double team, Mitchell Kaufman coming up with a loose ball. And let's see if he can finish. He does. Mitchell's able to finish. Nice run out by the Scots. They needed that basket. 25-21 Mustangs. Okay. Rincon running the attack. Gets a back screen. Come in. Nice rebound, Brian Brady. Scott's in transition. Matthew Kreitz, he is fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. Nice find. Nice rebound first by Brady, and then he came out and saw Frischella on the wing, and Frischella finds Kreitz running the floor. Nice play off of a nice rebound. Scots have a chance to cut the lead to 2. Kreitz misses the first one. Will Miller checks back in the game. Looks like Campbell Brooks is getting ready to check in too. Matthew Kreitz with one more. He knocks it down. Kreitz 1 of 2 at the line. Campbell Brooks is in the game. Checks in for Kreitz. And Mustangs inbound with a 3-point lead. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the second quarter here. Creekview High School in Farmers Branch, Texas. Will Miller gets a loose ball, and the Scots are in transition, 3-on-2. Miller is not able to finish. Big rebound by Mitchell Kaufman, can't finish. Again, Mitchell could not come up with the shot in the bucket at the under the basket, and again, nice putback at Rincon, tenacious on the boards at both ends. Got a rebound, went the length of the court, and is fouled, and he'll get 2 shots. Chance to earn them at the line. He's already 4 for 4 at the line. Got a chance to get 2 more. Build the lead back to 5 points. Knocks down the first one. He's got 1 more. Rincon has 6 points, all at the line. 6 for 6. 27-22 Mustangs. Show a little 1-3-1 now. Scots practice against this, though. They know it pretty well. Again, Kaufman down underneath. He is fouled, gets the bucket. Will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Nice find again by Frischella, finding Kaufman underneath the basket. Mitch with his second bucket in the quarter and chance to add the free throw to it and cut the lead to just 2 points. He does. Scots trail 27-25. Just inside of 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Scots go back to the man after showing a little 1-3-1 the last possession. A nice, Murtha could not quite come up. It had a little batted ball on the post feed to Hughes, and Murtha couldn't quite come up with the ball. And Creekview getting ready for a set play. Frischella overplaying Spate, denied him a little bit. Here he is. That's his. He can hit from out there, and he does. Ian Spate from downtown Farmers Branch with his third three of the game, and he puts the a lead back out to 5 with a nice make. Well, Miller turns it over, trying to find Murtha on the block. Couldn't quite get it to him. Scots have seen some guys hit some long-range threes in the month of January. It has been amazing, some of the range that some of our opponents have shown. Way beyond the arc. And there's another one right there, and there it is again. Spate, I told you he's a streaky guy. He's a streaky guy, and he's just hit 2 in a row. And the Scots know, they talked about it all day yesterday and into the day, that he's a guy that they got to watch. They got to stay on him. That's his 4th three of the game, 12 for the game. And Scots are now down 8 here in the second quarter. Again, we've talked about the importance of this game for the Scots. The Scots dominated the first game at Highlander Fieldhouse, winning by 30, and that's always a scary situation when you get teams in a rematch and you go on the road to their place. Teams always play better at home, obviously, and this team really does seem to play better at home. You look at their scores with other teams in our district, and they really seem to play well at home. Get a little, not that there's a huge crowd support, but there's some people down underneath the basket that really help them and keep them motivated. So this will be a tough road for the Scots. They got to turn this thing around before the end of this half and not have too big a hill to climb in the second half. This is one of those times you just got to be. You can't worry about what you did last game. You got to be thinking about getting a W and getting out of here and getting ready for Newman Smith on Friday night. But this will be a tough one here. Scots down 8 with 1:38 to go, and they need a bucket in the worst way right here. Mustangs are back in man. Scots come again with a set play off of the timeout, and looks like they're going to get Miller for an open look again at the 3. He can't quite answer. Nice rebound by Quenches. Running a little motion offense to see if they end up holding it. Nope, they're going to attack the rim. Can't quite make it. Again, a loose ball that Scots just don't seem to come up with it. Ball's off of Campbell Brooks, and it'll be the Mustangs' ball. We're inside of a minute now at into the first half, and Scots down by 8. Scots need a stop here. They need to play some good, solid defense. See if they pull it out. Nope, they're going to try to get him a look. Spate from inside the arc this time. May have been a little too close, and he couldn't quite knock it down. Now the Scots have the ball, chance to cut into the 8-point lead and see if they'll play for last one. Chase down here. Chase hadn't been in the action lately, and now he's back in and turns the ball over, fumbles the ball away. Another turnover for the Scots. Okay, Now the Mustangs will hold for the last shot, leading 33-25, and got a lot of momentum right now. A little hot shooting from senior Ian Spate. And now Funches will hold the ball, trying to get Miller to get close enough for a 5 count. Another illegal screen by the Mustangs. And the Scots will get a chance here with just 4.67 seconds to go. And Mustangs pick them up full court. So Stiganga with the ball, 3. Gonna have a chance. Will Miller with the bank, not quite. So we'll go to halftime, and the Scots have their work cut out for them here as the Scots trail 33-25 after the first half of play. We'll be back for the second half in just 8 minutes.
This presentation is brought to you by HPTV. If you or someone you know would like to sponsor this unique TV station, please email Mrs. Kelly Snowder at snowdeck@hpasd.org. And from all of us here at HPTV, we thank you for watching.
All right, we're back with you at Creekview High School, and behind the hot shooting of Ian Spaeth's 4 3-pointers, the Creekview Mustangs have surged to a 33-25 lead over the Highland Park Scots as we get ready to start the third quarter of a key game really for both teams. The Mustangs need the game to be able to stay within reach of a playoff spot, and the Scots are trying to win the game to stay in at least in touch for a chance to win the district championship and hopefully stay in the playoff race themselves. Will Miller led the Scots in scoring with 12, and Ian Spaeth with 4 3-pointers led the Mustangs with 12 as well. So we're about set to go. The Scots put the starting lineup back on the court with Frischella and Miller and Kreitz, Murtha and Fletcher, and the Mustangs counter with the group that they started, and we're set to go. Frischella inbounds and hands to Kreitz, and again, Scots need a big second half to have a chance in this one. Frischella to Murtha inside, and Murtha is fouled. Mustangs don't like, that's right in front of the Mustang student body, so the referees were getting a lot of help that they probably didn't need. But Murtha will go to the line for 2 shots. And again, a set play to open it up, and freed Fletcher. Fletcher was closed out and found Clayton Murtha, who knocks down the first of 2. That's Clayton's first basket of the day. Can't get the second one, but got his own rebound and is able to go finish. Nice job by Clayton Murtha doing what he does best, going and getting an offensive rebound. And Matt Frischella couldn't quite come up with a tip ball. Boy, that was close. Scots with a little backcourt pressure. They haven't showed a lot of this all season long. Backcourt trap, Kreitz on Spaeth, and now the Scots pull back a little bit, but they're still in a trapping mode. You can tell the intensity's been picked up a little bit, and I'm sure Coach Peeler had a little instructional information for him. Nice take by Rincon, can't finish. Fletcher clears the board. Frischella with the ball, and the Scots set up again. And get a ball screen from Chase. Comes off of Frischella, comes off hard. Will Miller, who had 12 in the first half, 11 in the first quarter. Again, Will getting off to a great start. Chase Fletcher down inside, and Matt Frischella finds him. Again, Scott's off a nice little 5-0 run to start the half. Mustangs call a timeout, and that's the second half that the Scots wanted right there. Closing the gap with a 5-0 run to start the third quarter. Chase finishing strong with 2 quick baskets, and nice look. This is a big quarter for the Scots, down 8 at half. They have to get this thing turned around. And right now the Mustangs are playing with a lot of confidence, and they need to, of course, they're going to call kind of their set play and use the clock and try to get Spaeth loose, I'm sure. But again, good start for the Scots to start this third quarter. Scots again show backcourt pressure. 1-2, 1-1, and almost another turnover. Couldn't quite get it. Again, now in transition. Chase does what he does. Didn't quite get the call, but he missed the shot. Miller with the rebound. Scots have numbers now. Miller to Kreitz. I think Will may have gotten away with a little bit of double dribble, but found Kreitz, and Matthew knocks it down. Nice assist in the open floor by Will Miller. Loose ball. Let's see what they're, no foul. They're going to call a kicked ball. I think the ball hit off of Will Miller's foot. So no foul, but Miller's call for a kick ball, and the Mustangs will inbound. Again, Funch is running the attack. Spate being guarded by Kreitz now. Got to keep your eye on that. He's got great range down the post, and again, nope, off a chase. Thought we had another turnover from the Mustangs. Scots have cut the lead with a 7-0 run to start the quarter. It's trailed just by one, 33-32, and have really gotten the, you can just tell the intensity has picked up on the HP side. Little block on Frischella, I think. They're going to get him for trying to stop the progress, the drive. And again, the Mustangs haven't tallied here in the third quarter. Good sign for the, nice little set inbound, but he missed the shot, and Murtha's there to clear the boards. That was nice, and Chase Fletcher running the floor and can't quite finish. Boy, a lot of contact there, and again, no call at either end, really. And Fletcher couldn't finish, and now the Mustangs come back. That would have put the Scots ahead. Been a nice 9-0 run to start the quarter. Now we've got Frischella guarding Spate. The Scots are doing a lot of switching on top. Matt Frischella headed for Harvard. He's a great defender. Just does everything so well. Here he comes up with a defensive board. Now the Scots got numbers if they get the ball down. There's Kreitz, and nothing there. Come back out. Oh, Matt gets all the way to the rim. Can't quite get it. Will Miller from the left edge can't knock it down. Chase runs down the rebound. Murtha underneath, can't finish. Well, those were three good looks for the Scots, and couldn't get it to go down. They still trail by one, unable to climb all the way over that mountain that was there for them at halftime. Still playing good defense at this end, 3 minutes in, and the Mustangs haven't scored in the quarter yet. There's the man that had 4 threes in the first half, and he's going to shoot one from outside. He's a little short that time. And nice hustle play by Rincon. Saves the ball from going out of bounds and bounces it off of Will Miller. Mustangs will inbound on the baseline. 4:48 to go. It's now a 33-32 game, a completely different complexion to this one now. Spate finds Hughes inside, and he can't finish. Out of bounds to the Scots. Again, the Mustangs have missed some real close shots, and Clayton Murtha has contested most of those inside on Larry Hughes, but he just couldn't quite finish, and Scots are taking advantage of it. Miller trying to finish, can't do it. Again, unable to finish at the rim. He got to the paint. Will Miller unable to finish, and Mustangs clear the boards. And again, they're on the attack. Funch is running the attack. Spate to Rincon. Loose ball, and Chase Fletcher grabs it, saves it to Matt Frischella. Scott's in transition to Clayton Murtha inside to Will Miller, and he does finish that one in the paint. Nice little give and by Clayton Murtha, and Will able to finish that one. Scots take the lead for the first time since the first quarter, 34-33. Kind of doubling Spade. Loose ball again, and Fletcher clears it, throws it ahead to Kreitz, who is able to finish the layup at the other end. Matthew Kreitz off of a steal from Chase Fletcher, and the Scots have now run off to a 11-0 run to start the quarter. Rincon, nice defense by Will Miller, forces the bad shot, and again, Scots clear the glass. Murtha in transition, can't finish, but gets his own rebound. No whistle again, and the Scots couldn't finish their own. A lot of contact inside on both teams' part. Going to get nice play and transition defense by Matthew Kreitz. This turned into a real up and down game here in the last 2 or 3 minutes, and the Scots seem to like that a lot better than the Mustangs do. Scots now lead by 3 after this 11-0 run to start the quarter. Spate from outside, he cannot hit. So that's Scots clear the boards with Mitchell Kaufman, who's just checked into the game, as has Trey Garrison. Scott's trying to speed the tempo up a little bit. Garrison gets inside the free throw line and can't get it to fall. Loose ball again. Trey can't save it, and here come the Mustangs in transition. Nice defense by Frischella. He's gonna get called for a block. Tough call. Matt Frischella looked like he's in great position for that one. Didn't quite get the call. All right. Funches has a chance to put the Mustangs on the board for the first time in the quarter. We're at the 2:35 mark. He can't. He misses. This is just what the Scots needed to start this third quarter. A little intensity has been picked up at both ends of the floor. Scots pushing the pace a little bit, and boy, the answer is 11-0 run right there. Now it's 11-1. Creekview scores in the quarter. So Funches tallies the first point for the Mustangs here. They show a little 1-3-1 now, trying to change the pace a little bit. Trey catches the ball in traffic. Ryan Brady's back into the game. Turns the ball over on a pass to Garrison. And Rincon finishes strong, and the Mustangs have tied it up. Coach Peeler wants to talk about it and quickly calls a timeout. 30-second timeout for the Scots. And again, this is an all-new ball game now. The Scots have tied it up. And now the Mustangs have answered with 3 straight points of their own, a layup and a free throw. So, again, Scott's got off to a great start, pushing the pace, and we'll see how this carries on through the quarter. Sometimes you got to catch your breath and you let a team get back into the thing after you've really gotten a lot of momentum. So we need if Scots can get the momentum back, and usually Coach Peeler calling a timeout, he'll have a set play for the Scots, something that they've looked at on film and they like against the Mustangs. So we'll see what they come up with. Ben Livingston and Jake Steganga have checked into the game. So let's pick up the Scots here. We got Frischella, Steganga, Livingston, Mitchell, and Clayton Murtha are in the game. Again, the Mustangs showing a little 1-2-2 look this time, and we got a kicked ball on the side. Zaya's in the game for the Mustangs, number 5. Kicked the ball out of bounds. Scott's attacking the 1-3. Oh, they found Clayton Murtha to Mitchell Kaufman, and he is fouled. Nice pass. Matt Frischella finding Clayton Murtha on the block, and Clayton making a pass from block to block to Mitchell Kaufman. And only thing the Mustangs could do is foul. And Mitchell has a chance to go to the line to make 2. And he's 1 for 1 at the line already tonight. Chase Fletcher checks in after a quick rest for Clayton Murtha. And looks like the Scots are going to be in their pressure D on a make right here. Mitchell can't make either one. The Scots are trapping the ball now. Can't come up with it. Inside to Hughes. Hughes creating some space, and coach is really mad he didn't get it called. So he just got teed up. Coach Tippett over there was furious that he didn't get a call down on the block for Hughes, and got a little too demonstrative for our officials, and they just checked him, called a technical on the bench, and Jake Steganga will now go to the line. Scots will get 2 shots and the ball back. Jake's a great free throw shooter and knocks the first one down. course, coach gets to pick who shoots the free throw on a technical foul, and Coach Peeler has a lot of confidence in Jake, and you just saw why. Jake goes 2 for 2 at the line. Scots now will inbound with a 2-point lead. Minute 34 to go in the third quarter. It's been a great quarter for the Scots, who have turned this game around with a 13-3 quarter right now. Matt Frischella leads the attack. Scots again with a set play off the dead ball. Chase Fletcher inside. Boy, he does a great job of creating some space, and Matt Frischella for years and years have done a great job of finding him. Scots now lead 40-36. Jump ball, kind of a quick jump ball call, but Scots will have the possession arrow at the quarter if we don't have any more jumps. So it's time for a stop. Scots lead by 4. Just over a minute to go in the quarter. Mustangs will inbound. Look for Spate coming out off a down screen. Here he comes. And Hughes, big mismatch down there with Matt Frischella. And Hughes is able to finish that one. Scots have a chance here with a minute left. We'll see if they hold or if they look for the quickest shot they can get. Mitchell, nice move on the baseline. Loose ball, Spate coming underneath and knocks the ball out of bounds. Scots will inbound with 43 seconds to go and a 2-point lead. Again, they were down by 8 at halftime. Oh, Chase couldn't quite come up. Ben Livingston with a loose ball, and he can't quite finish. Tip ball, but he gets the steal back. And now he's able to turn the ball over. Trying to get the ball to Chase and couldn't quite squeeze it through there. Mustangs may have a last chance if they want it. It's coach is signaling for one shot. They're going to hold the ball and go for the tie or have a chance to take the lead here with 20 seconds. Regardless of what happens, the Scots have battled their way back into this game. And this is one of those games where any W would be good right now for the Scots. And Creekview Mustangs need to win to stay in the playoff hunt. If they lose this game, then their playoff hopes virtually disappear. Rincon with an offensive glass and cannot finish. The Scots, great defensive effort that time. And we will go to the fourth quarter, and we have a new ball game. Scots lead 40-38 after a nice 14-4 quarter, and really turned the game around. Scots took advantage of a little bit of cold shooting from Creekview and went on an 11-0 run to start the quarter and eliminate that 8-point deficit that they faced at halftime. Leading the way, Chase Fletcher coming back with 6 points and buckets inside. Inside game looks like it's going to be real money to the Scots if they keep working it like that. Murtha had a bucket and Will Miller had a bucket. So leading the way, you got the starters, those seniors that are coming up. Chase and Matt Frischella finding the open man and Will Miller. See if Will can have a good fourth quarter. Scots really count on his outside shooting to keep a little balance from the inside game to the outside. And we'll see how Will responds. He's logged a lot of minutes. He looks like he's getting a little rest right now, as the Scots will go with Kaufman and Fletcher and Garrison, Livingston, and Stiganga. So Scots will inbound. Possession arrow belong to them. And Kaufman will inbound to Stiganga, who will run the show. May come down to Jake having to do some heroics again like he did at Poteet. Here's Fletcher on a nice little roll. He gets that game a lot. He gets that play a lot. Chase Fletcher kind of fakes a handoff like a single wing quarterback there and rolls to the hoop. This time he doesn't score, but he gets to the line, has a chance to make 2 at the line, extend the Scott lead to 4 points. This is a big fourth quarter for the Scots in a lot of ways. They need to get this in the win column and have a chance to win a district championship. They're going to need some help, but they've got a chance to do it. Fletcher knocks down the first. And he knocks down the second. Scott's lead goes to 4. Again, pressure defense. Kaufman comes up with a steal and is able to finish. Mitchell Kaufman with a steal and a finish. The Scots lead is 6. Again, the pressure backcourt defense. We haven't seen a lot of that from the Scots. Chase Fletcher trying to draw a charge, not able to get it. Funches misses. Scots in transition. Mitchell Kaufman leads the break. Trey Garrison, probably one more. Mitchell should have shot that ball, I think. Again, a little bit unselfish, and comes back to haunt the Scots with a turnover there. 6-point lead for the Scots now. Do believe this biggest lead they've had of the game. Stiganga on a switch has Rincon. No. Thought the Scots had forced a turnover. Ben Livingston's guarding Ian Spate right now. That's Spate has not scored in the second half, and it's really been the difference in the game. How he goes, so goes the Mustangs, it seems like, and he's having trouble. Ben Livingston doing a great job on him, as Matt Frischella did in the third quarter. So push off, let's see. Nope, they're going to call Chase Fletcher for a hold on the block on Larry Hughes. So Mustangs will inbound. That's only the second on Chase. 6:54 to go. Scots lead by 6. Nice inbound play off a screen to Rincon, and he knocks it down. Cuts the lead to 4. Trey Garrison can't get to the paint. Pulls up. Spate on a run out. Stiganga with a foul and one for Spate. Spate knocks it down, his first basket of the second half, and he will go to the line with a chance to bring the Mustangs to within 1. Murtha and Frischella getting ready to check in, and they are. Kaufman and Garrison come out. The Scots had their biggest lead at 44-38 of the game, and the Mustangs have responded with a little run of their own. Spate can cut it to 1, and he does. Spate has 15 tonight. Kind of a typical night. Spate can always be counted on for double digits, and this is no different. Throw a little 1-3-1 at the Scots, and Scots will set up, run some of their set stuff off of this they have. Inside, Murtha to Fletcher. Cross court to Stiganga. His foot's on the line. It'll only be up. Unable to finish, but Murtha with the offensive rebound. Fletcher with a rebound, and he can't finish. 2 good looks inside by Murtha and Fletcher will have to do it at the line. Again, a nice look on a diagonal pass to Stiganga. That one rolled around the toilet bowl but didn't go in. And Murtha was there with a putback, and he couldn't finish, and then Fletcher knocks it. Couldn't finish, but he knocks down the first of his 2 free throws. Has a chance to put the Scots up by 3 with this one, and he does. Chase Fletcher with 10 second half points. Been a big difference in the Scots. Spade on the drive. Boy, he turns the ball over. He had the road paved for him by Hughes. Set a big screen and didn't really realize it. Inside to Murtha. Got fouled, and he will go to the line. Nice find by Chase Fletcher on Clayton Murtha right in front of the basket. So Clayton will go to the line with an opportunity to extend the Scots lead to 5. This has really been a game of spurts, it seems like. The Mustangs have, Scots kind of got off to a good start, then the Mustangs came back, and the Scots now responded in the third quarter, and now the Mustangs are battling back, and Scots have a chance to put a little distance between them now. Murtha misses the first one. This would make it 2-possession game. It's probably too early to start thinking about that, but Murtha missed them both. Clayton's been shooting free throws so well, that's hard to believe. Funches with the attack. With the 3 ball, they can tie the game. Inside loose ball. Stiganga comes up with a loose ball, and he is fouled by Mason in the open floor. And the Scots will shoot the penalty, as that's the 7th team foul for the Mustangs. And Stiganga, who we saw knock 2 down a moment ago on the technical, will be back at the line with a 1-and-1.
Foul on Reggie Mason, his third, team 7.
5:33 to go, and this is a nail biter that the Scots really didn't want to have to play. They were hoping they'd come out and respond from that disappointing loss to the Wranglers and play like they did the first time they played Creekview at Highlander Fieldhouse on a Saturday afternoon. And Jake Stiganga knocks them both down, and the Scots lead is back to 5. Now Matthew Frischella's on spate, and trying to set a screen, probably going to go under a double there. Great defense again. Mustangs being patient, know how valuable every possession is. Rincon with a finish, cannot quite do it. Mason with a putback, can't finish. Loose ball, Matt Frischella comes up with it. Doesn't have numbers. Mustangs getting set. It looks like they're going to play man, though. I thought they're going to maybe trap with that. Coach Peeler's called for to see a ball screen here, and we'll see what happens. Matt Frischella leading the attack. Chase Fletcher from the right side, no good, but Clayton Murtha's there, and he can't finish. Another great rebound by Murtha, but just couldn't quite finish. There's lots of contact on the block down there, and the referees are just letting them play a little bit, and maybe a little bit more than the coaches would like to see. Ball out of bounds. It'll be the Mustang ball on the baseline, and they trail by 5. 4:25 to go in the fourth quarter, and the Scots have battled all the way back to a 5-point lead, and Mustangs know how important this is to their playoff hopes if they entertain that at all right now. Matt Frischella knows he's got to put a lot of pressure on Ian Spate, way out there, even above the line. Mason with the miss, but he got his own rebound, and he finishes, and that's a big hoop for the Mustangs as they cut the lead to 3, one possession game, and it's 48-45. Scots still lead it, out of bounds. Scots will have the ball on the sidelines. Jake Stiganga to inbound to Matt Frischella. Scots probably want to run a little clock if they can. Ben Livingston to Clayton Murtha. Can't finish. And Mustangs in transition. They got numbers. Stiganga with a, let's see what they give him. They're going to call a block. Boy, it looked like Jake was in great position, but he gets called for the blocking foul. And Funches will be at the line with 2 free throws. Chance to make this a 1-point game again. That was Jake's second foul, the 5th on the team. And we have 3:37 to go, and the Mustangs can cut this to a 1-point game. Funches misses. Will Miller checks back into the game for Livingston. So you have Stiganga, Miller, Murtha, Fletcher, and Matt Frischella. Funches with the second of 2. He gets the roll. It's a 2-point game. Mustangs in a 1-3-1. Scots be deliberate, take their time, work for a good shot. They've been finding, they just haven't been able to finish all the time. Again, Fletcher can't finish down on the block. A lot of contact again, unable to finish. And the Mustangs are in transition. Mason, Funches to Rincon. And a finish, and the Mustangs have tied it up. They've come all the way back. And with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, it is a tie game at 48. Murtha to Fletcher, to Ferschilla, to Stiganga. Scott's being very deliberate. Okay. Murtha inside, unable to get it to Fletcher. Kind of a set play, trying to go big to big. Stiganga on the wing. Coach Peeler making his signal from the bench. Dribble handoff to Miller, to Ferschilla, and again the Scots seem content. Matt trying to create some space to Murtha, back out to Will Miller. Miller again, missed shot. Murtha there with a putback, and he's fouled. And the Scots ran a lot of time off the clock, so we're at the 2-minute mark, and Clayton Murtha has a chance to go to the line and put the Scots in the lead. Clayton just 1 of 4 today from the line. Comes up a little short. Murtha with one more. Missed that one too. Now the Mustangs have the ball inside of 2. Tie game, 48-48. Funches running the attack to Mason. Spate guarded by Ferschilla. Inside, Mason with the finish, and the Mustangs lead. First time since early in the second half, the Mustangs lead. Timeout Mustangs. And the Scots need a basket here as they fall down 50-48 with a 1:34 to go. And the Scots have come roaring back here in the second half, but now they are back to needing a hoop and needing a stop at the other end. Coach Tippett has kept the Mustangs in this game. He's they had a chance to really kind of fall by the wayside. The Scots had all the momentum in the third and early fourth quarter, and had turned around an 8-point deficit in the first half to a 6-point lead. And now the Mustangs have come all the way back to take the lead, and a minute and a half to go in the fourth quarter. This is be a nail biter, and Scots will shoot free throws should there be a Mustang foul. And the Scots still have a foul to give, so they can play some very, very tough on-the-ball defense and try to make something happen. But most importantly, the Scots need a bucket right here and put the pressure back on the Mustangs. So we're set to go. We got minute 34, Scots down 2, 50-48. Got Kaufman and Fletcher. Ferschilla finds Fletcher, and he is fouled. Nice pass by Fletcher. Nice pass by Ferschilla to find Fletcher, and senior captain to senior captain, chance to make a play. Fletcher with 2. Knocks down the first one. Chase ties it. Chase is 6 for 6 in the half and 7 for 8 for the game. Matt Ferschilla with a steal. Now the Scots have a chance. Pull it. Coach Peeler trying to pull it back out. Scots have a tie game and the basketball after a great defensive play by Matt Ferschilla. Mitchell Kaufman to Chase Fletcher. Back cut. Look at Will Miller from way outside. Downtown ball. Unable to get it. Loose ball taken by Funches, and timeout for the Mustangs. Now back on there just inside of 1 minute, and we're back tied. Scott's got that big bucket they needed, so now they'll need a big stop and we'll go back. Every possession is huge here, and Chase Fletcher was able to tie it at the line with 2 free throws after Matt Frischella found him on the block. Now the Mustangs will come up with something. We'll see what the Scots do to put a little pressure on them. They've kept the leading scorer for the Mustangs, Ian Spaeth, in check a little bit. He has just 1 bucket and 1 free throw for the second half. It had 4 threes in the first half. Again, the Mustangs don't need a 3. They just need a basket of some kind right now. So inside of a minute, we'll see what they decide to do. The Scots have a foul to give and can play a real tough defense. And if they get a steal, it's been very physical play, particularly inside the paint. And the Scots can really go after them and not worry about putting somebody on the line, at least for 1 more foul. Looks like the Scots are going to pick up 3/4 court. Little trap. It's like the 1-2-1-1. They're going to try to trap the first pass. Mustangs had a little bit trouble with this pressure. Able to handle it well that time. No, they got a turnover. Chase Fletcher going after a loose ball, and they're going to call Mason for the foul. And Chase Fletcher will go to the other end and shoot free throws to try to put the Scots in front. And that was the 10th team foul. So Chase will have 2 and a chance to put the Scots ahead. And he is right in front of the Mustang student body, which puts a little pressure. It looks like the chant is, "It's all on you." Well, let me tell you, the senior captain knows that, and he can handle it. Swish. Scots lead by 1. 49 seconds to go. Chase Fletcher with 1 more. Got it. Scots by 2. Murtha checks in. Let's see. Chase is going to go out. Scots will show their backcourt pressure again. The Mustangs have had a little trouble handling this pressure. Scots have gotten some turnovers. Rincon in the front court. Trap. Let Scots fall back to man. Frischella on punches. Rincon. Timeout for Tippett. Coach Tippett calls a timeout. The Mustangs will draw something up. They down 2. Got 2 choices here. You can probably early in the possession, you can go for the first basket that you see that you like. They may design a play for Spate to get open off a double screen to go for the win right here. It may be a little early for that with 30 seconds to go. But the Scots still have a foul to give, which I think is very important to keep in mind should they want to do it and kind of let the Mustangs have to reload whatever their set play is. So that's something to keep in mind. Great free throw shooting by Chase Fletcher, who's now 9 of 10 for the game and has 8 for 8 in the second half. So he has really stepped up, as you'd expect from our senior captain. And boy, his running buddy sidekick is Matt Frischella has been able to find him in the open floor. As the Scots have trying to hang on and get a win out here at Creekview High School. And Mustangs are not going quietly. Looks like the Mustangs will have Rincon, Mason, Spate, Funches, and sophomore Larry Hughes. The Scots counter with Miller, Mitchell, Kaufman, and Frischella, Stiganga, and Chase Fletcher. So Scots show man-to-man, and we'll see what the Mustangs have. Rincon to Mason. He's trying to get Spate open. Frischella fights through the screen. Spate again. Coach Peeler urging the Scots to put their hands up. Big thing. Now another timeout for Coach Tippett as the Scots, again, I really now with 14 seconds left, it's really important to remember they got a foul to give. So they come out and run off of 6 or 7 seconds. The Scots may use that foul and force the Mustangs to reload and again run some clock off before they can get a good look. 52-50 here. We've got 14 seconds to play. Fourth quarter, Scots were down 8 at halftime, came back in the third quarter with an 11-0 run, and then really from then on went all the way out to a 6-point lead And it's been a battle ever since for both teams have been um, doing everything they can to win the game for their school. No changes from the Scots and no changes for the Mustangs. They will, I take that back. Dylan Cottrell is in, number 3 for the Mustangs. And going to set a screen for Spate. Corner, Rincon kind of bobbles the ball, loose ball. Jake Stiganga picks it up. Scots have it. Jake's holding the ball, and he will be fouled, and he'll go to the line. Chance to give the Scots a 4-point lead, and with 8.76 seconds to go, Scots can breathe a sigh of relief here if he can knock down both of these. Jake, of course, I won't even say it. He's a great free throw shooter. We saw Coach Peeler pick him out to shoot the technical. He's 4 for 4 for today. And he knocks down the first one. Well, if you know Jake, he's one of those kids that just seems like he's never too high, never too low. He's just a very steady guy, perfect guy that you'd want shooting free throws. And he missed them both. Men transition 6. Chase Fletcher with a foul to give. That was a good foul to give. Not a shooting foul. Chase will make them reload with 3.98 seconds to go. And again, using the foul to an advantage. Coach Peeler's going to call timeout and talk about it. Jake knocked down the first one, but I don't think the score changed. There it is. Now they fixed it. 53-50. Scots lead by 3 with just under 4 seconds to go in the game. And Scots now do not have a foul. Boy, this gets to that thing I was just hearing about on ESPN the other day about, do you foul in this situation and put a guy on the line? And saw Syracuse last weekend lose a game and something like this by not fouling a three-point guy, knocks in one and ties the game, and they go on to lose in overtime. So there's always a lot of controversy about this. What you do you put him on the line and force them eventually to get an offensive rebound? So I'm sure Coach Peeler's probably been going through the same scenario. And there was a lot of school of thought on this and a lot of difference of opinion, too, on what you do. And I don't really know. I don't really know what you do. I've seen a lot of crazy things happen on free throws. So I don't know that that's totally the answer, but we'll see what the Scots do right now. Clayton Murtha defending the ball. That's going to make it tough. Spate from outside, off the front rim. Mitchell Kaufman with the rebound. The Scots will win. The Scots will hang on and win 53-50. And what a huge win that is for the Scots after looking like they were laying on the mat, and they bounced way back to come all the way back after an 8-point deficit and win the game. So the Scots come away with a big victory, one they desperately needed, and bouncing back after a very disappointing performance against the Wranglers. This will be one of those games they can really work on, though. It wasn't, I'm sure, as pretty or the way the Scots wanted it to be. But like I said in the very beginning, it was a win, and that's exactly what the Scots needed, was a W. So Chase Fletcher really led the show in the second half, hitting a lot of key free throws and having 12 second half points and 15 for the game. So Chase and Will Miller leading the way for the Scots. So until Friday night, we will be back with a key matchup against the Newman Smith Trojans, and the Scots will be back on their home floor and have a chance to get 2 big wins this week and get back in the district championship race. And hopefully I'll be back with my partner, Brian Sutcliffe, on Friday, and all will be right with the world. Anyway, thanks to our crew. We'll see you all Friday night. Bye.
This presentation is brought to you by HPTV. If you or someone you know would like to sponsor this unique TV station, please email Mrs. Kelly Snowder at snowdeckwithak@hpasd.org. And from all of us here at HPTV, we thank you for watching.